Sacramento, we're back, July 24th, only this time we're taking the Battle Royale a different direction. We're going to start with something called the Roller Royale. This is going to be a preview with bringing in some of our top world-class rollers, Bruno Rolls and Marcos aka CGO. This time we want to start measuring the flour, blindly of course. All the entries are going to be taking a water activity measurement using the Aqualab 4TE, and we're also going to be testing something regarding the tissue texture. We'll be measuring the grind volume. This is that fluff, that difference maker that you start to see when you start breaking down different cultivars. Well, let's measure it. Let's see how this correlates to any sense of the smokability factor. And shout out to all of our scientists in the community that are helping us go down this journey and pathway, trying to break down what really is the quantitative measurements that we can apply to the qualitative measurements that we use for judging in QC batches. This is it. We're going to break in. Let's get started. The purpose of this Roller Royale is to get a preview to provide enough transparency behind all the entries that are going into the battle for the judges on the 24th. We're going to be using two different types of grinders, a Santa Cruz shredder and a flour mill. The purpose of using two different types of grinders is that we really want to make sure that we can have a visual indicator of porosity in the grind volume that we're going to be measuring. We're going to go through the standardization of the paper, the tip size. Shout out to Organitips that'll be sponsoring the Battle Royale to keep that consistency between each pull. We want to provide each roller with their expertise and their perspective on each of the entries and how they broke down, how that compression, how that feel for each of them was when they're rolling it up. And before we announce the winners on Thursday night, we're going to allow the judges to see what Bruno and CGO thought about each of their ratings on each of the jars. And now for the actual live judging, where each of the cultivators are the judges, and we'll also sprinkle in some industry experts that have a refined palate that we know that we can trust for this process. So once again, all submissions are due by July 22nd in Sacramento. Once you register as a contender, which again, we respect all the commercial cultivators that want to contend in the Battle Royale Best in Terps, you'll be receiving an email about all the details around the location drop-off times and all that good stuff. On July 24th, then comes the showdown, the Battle Royale live judging. Each flour entry will be evaluated across 7 different key categories worth 3 points each. Aroma, smoothness, flavor translation, combustion quality, ash color and structure, burn duration, and overall experience. Once judging is complete, we're going to reveal 2 of those key categories that we measured during the Roller Royale the day before, the water activity and the grind volume. The water activity will help us quantify the freshness and cure factor, and the grind volume will help us understand that structural density, that fluff that we're curious about. Does this translate into some sort of smokability factor? We're going to find out and see how it all stacked up against the judges. By incorporating these 2 measurements, this allows us to ask the question, does data back the sensation? Does it actually help us track the QC process? Does this enable us to understand the science of smokability for repeatability? Let's find out. Let's not forget why we started the Battle Royale to begin with. The purpose is to level up together. We're sharing knowledge, we're educating each other, we're leveling up together as well throughout the process of trying all these different cool scientific methods of qualitative versus quantitative measurements. We'll be announcing the winners shortly after the panel discussion, where Faven is going to be talking about the chroma, under canopy lighting. You don't want to miss this discussion. When we start talking about quality and overall performance, it starts in the garden. And when you can't get that full expression out of your plants, you start to look at innovation. Faven is one of those companies that has helped us innovate along the way to bring out that full maturation of the plant, increasing the terps, and getting that full flavor expression. This is more than just a flavor contest. It's a pulse check on your SOPs and performance. Welcome to the Battle Royale, Best in Terps, where the burn speaks more than the brand. We'll see you soon. Much love.